Hey, Walt.
Hey, Walt.
Thank you, Walt.
How you very much? No pressure, Walt.
Everyone has a cigar, right?
Yep.
All right, so I got this. It looks like a dictionary. Don't be intimidated by it. It's kind of thick, but it's really basic. I'm not looking for the cigar aficionado vanilla notes, that type of thing. Taste is very subjective, so what you taste, he may not taste. Don't worry about it. We're not looking for sort of a leader of the group and everyone agrees with them. If you don't agree, perfect. That's even better. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the construction, all the pre-light information about the cigar. Please feel free to think out loud. We've got the camera set up, streaming live on the web. The camera back in the corner is recording HD, and I'll make all this available on the website once it's finished, edited, and all that good stuff. So, first things first, what do you think of the cigar? Look like it's constructed well.
It's a clean cigar. It doesn't look like it's wrapped that tight. Yeah, I mean, so to me, it looks like it's going to be a good draw.
They don't have any flaws on the cigars?
No, it's good. A lot of little veins.
Yeah, I was going to say there's some
very veiny, but very subtle, like very small veins. None of the heavy veins that are annoying when you're trying to smoke a cigar.
Yeah. Okay. And it don't look like you have really fat stems that you're going to pull through your cigar.
Exactly.
What do you think of the color? These should be consistent throughout the box. Did anyone notice anyone else's cigar wildly different than their own?
No, they all look nice. They look pretty consistent. Yeah. It's a consistent color.
Nice.
You smell the wrapper and the foot of the cigar. Does it smell like anything in particular?
You said it was sweet.
Yeah, that's
sweet.
It smells sweet tobacco.
Okay.
A little rusty, this.
Anyone's cigar feel spongy or underfilled?
No. Mine's a nice solid. It's a nice solid cigar. Packed, yeah, definitely packed tight.
One or two maybe tiny soft spots, but it's firm overall.
I think that definitely a firm cigar.
All right, so feel free to cut them and get a lip. Before you go, check the pre-light draw. See, let me know if it's too stiff.
You got a real nice cap on it. Draws a little stiffer or something.
Okay.
Nice one. Sorry, man. It's a little bit more airy than I would have expected. Such a cut.
Anybody need a credit?
No, for a cigar. A little bit airier than I expected.
I'm curious about the draw. To me, I'm like somebody who likes to suck in the cigar in on the first draw. And it seems like it has a deceiving draw. Like I'm not, it seems like it's suck your eyes in together.
It's such a packed cigar.
That you're like, you're doing everything imaginable.
Squeeze your rolls, get some air through there.
It's that panic on that last cigar late at night where you're like, I don't have another one, I really want to finish this cigar. Putting a draw poker through it and everything else imaginable. I broke my leg, I busted my leg. I looked down.
You don't have any problems cutting it? Any busted caps?
No,
Nice cap. That was easy. Nice. It looks like it has a double rolled cap on it.
The wrapper.
It's got a nice draw.
It's got a nice flavor before it's even lit on the draw.
Can we guess what kind of cigar it is later?
Are you going to tell us? Not until the end.
Okay, good.
What are your first impressions so far?
Nice draw.
Definitely a clean draw.
A little birdie up front, a little bit. Under the bridge. Not bad, a little on the mild side. Not bad.
Tastes a little tar to me.
Yeah.
Some tar.
I'm getting a little bit of salty. I'm not sure.
Yeah, catch that too. Yeah. A little bit more more the salty, briny side than the sweet side. Like a dry, it was like a dry salt flavor.
If you need it, there's information sheets on the back. I forgot to mention that. There's a tongue tasting sheet which tells you where different tastes should stimulate the tongue. There's a tasting wheel. And the last are just typical flavors that you get out of cigars.
Get the good coffee on it now.
At the start, how does this compare to what you usually smoke?
I like robust cigars. This is robust. Hit your
Yeah.
tongue, so it's not delicate right now.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive. Compares, I'm a medium full smoke flavor wise, and it's just about there for me. Still a little early, don't know yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I never trust the first half an inch of a cigar anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I want to give it a few minutes just to get a handle on it.
I really like the roll, it's nice and tight.
It's nice and clean, it's a nice draw.
And it's heavy for its size.
Yeah.
It has some weight to it for its size.
Yeah, definitely not a bad ring size at all.
Yeah, I like it. I like good green cigar smoker. This is kind of nice. I like a nice size cigar.
This is roughly a Robusto format that you generally smoke.
It's about a 60 ring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much where I smoke a 60 ring.
54 better.
To me, what I smoke is usually I'm sitting down smoking a cigar. You know, I mean, sometimes you might do a little cigar when you're doing work or whatever, but in general, I'm
You're there for the cigar, you know?
dedicated to a good size cigar.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's like a nice size ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Close was
Yeah.
close with the finish.
But I mean, that's what I'm getting. Earthy cigar. Yep.
Yeah, earthy.
Yep.
Little close.
Definitely.
Anything in the smoke volume, kind of airy, dense.
Good volume.
So far, it seems to be burning real nice.
It's airy.
It also, like, this gentleman here, I forget your name.
No, I'm surprised how airy the draw is compared to the amount of tobacco and how
You're
nice
even
and
more of
tight
an
it is.
aggressive
Surprised how airy it
smoker
is.
because look at how much he's actually burned on it. Usually, if I find when I some cigars, you can't rush. If you smoke them too much, they get so many hot spots and then they're dead.
What this thing was doing, it was tracking all over on me.
The construction's holding up.
was burning down uneven.
Right. This is burning real
And
nice. It's
then you get
walking.
obsessed with constantly trying
Right,
to
even the burn.
eat it,
Steve was watching.
blowing on it. Oh,
Rolling the flamethrower
I end up spending the whole time sitting there trying to get to even, and you're not going to.
Yeah, but then also that's
They tell you to like
The
eat it, give it time
The
to
construction
catch up.
is pretty
Don't worry.
good. The ash is holding together nicely. The smoke isn't quite as creamy as I like it, but it's not bad. I do like thicker, creamier smoke. But all in all, the flavor is good.
Seems like a medium to full.
Yeah.
Definitely a medium full. I would say full.
No.
Right there in
Not
that
full.
line, right there in that line of medium full.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually for a fuller cigar, I usually get a darker, more
You get a
mature
dark-
wrapper with a little more oil to it.
Yep.
Yeah, this is nice. Doesn't have a lot of oil around it.
It's somewhere in between. It's not a full kinetic shade where it's way too light, but it's a nice in between cigar. It's not bad at all.
It's not that big.
No.
I like Maduros or Escoros. This is it's like a more natural.
It's kind of early. What do you think of the burn rate? It's burning.
I think it's got it definitely has a good burn rate.
Yeah,
Mine's getting a little bit uneven, but
only slightly. The construction is still pretty good.
yeah.
It's burning it relatively even.
Yeah, I burn through cigars pretty fast. And
Oh, you think you do?
yeah, you do too.
How much emphasis do you put on the burn of your cigar? When you want it to be perfect?
When you become obsessive with the lighter, it becomes huge.
My friend Chris is like that. He's constantly just tweaking.
Yeah, you get to the point where it's like smoking when you smoke a cigar. When you smoke a cigar in the wind, and then it drives you nuts. Because what ends up happening, it seems like it starts to lose it. And then it's like the flavor seems to change a little bit. It starts to get bitter, and you're forcing yourself to relight and relight. Now all of a sudden you don't have the same cigar you had before you started.
I don't mind relighting because it keeps the flavor where it should be. If I see a canoe, I'll take care of it. If I grab my lighter too much, it becomes a nuisance. I'm trying to enjoy something. Yeah, mine is starting to canoe a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
I'll hit it and keep it straight the whole time.
Well, then you need to get with us later on, because the compulsive people that have to keep having a lighter need to sit down with you so you can work us through this problem we have.
The OCD
Because I can blow through the tang of this if I got a nice big cigar and it's fighting me. I can blow through it. I'll have no fuel going. I know I got a little more.
Oh, well, that's why I keep a little fuel thing in my car.
Oh, I have a desk one now that just, you know, it's a torch.
The only time I have problems with it is if you've got one section of the back, like on the back of it, that doesn't want to burn. That's the only time I'll really light up and say, you know what, this is ridiculous. I gotta get rid of that.
I'll ask you, why is it sometimes you get the black in a cigar? You know, sometimes you light a cigar, you smoke it a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just gets like a block. It turns black on the inside, and you cut it, where it's almost like the outside of it isn't burning, but the inside is just getting, you know,
Just get that
freaking hot. But usually when you hold your finger here, it shouldn't be that hot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get a cigar where it's like this is like would be seriously hot.
I mean, if it starts to tunnel, it starts burning inside.
Yeah, it almost tunnels, and it actually, if you open it up and you knock your ash, it'll be like a black crazy.
It's like a cave.
And where you almost have to cut it and try to start again when you get the same thing. Does that have something to do with how it's
Well, it can have a lot to do with the type of tobacco that's used. It may not be fermented properly. Maybe overly dry, maybe overly wet. It has a lot to do with humidity, which you store your cigars too. If you take a cigar that's properly humidified and you stick it in a dry environment, the outside dries first. You know, and you can have just the opposite. You can have a cigar that's totally dry all the way through, and then you put it in your humidor and it starts hydrating from the outside in. So you can get a sort of a tunnel because of it.
The ash is still
I've had it. Like placing out a cigar on National where I've gone there and I've gotten an oddball one where I buy a box and I'll get an oddball, two of them that are just they're trying to and usually it turns out to be the last cigar you have in your door that you're like, you lose your mind going, what I do with
Same, two out of the same box.
Nice woody flavor.
just to see, you know what?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been trying to
Good burn.
think about how to describe what he's
Splurge on box. What the hell, life's too short, you know?
Not nutty, more on the like toasted bread.
My wife doesn't shoot me when I do it, so you know what?
Natural
More power to it.
You know what I mean? Not the brand, but just the whole woodsy kind of flavor. That's a good way to describe it.
When you get the strength,
It's got to be a little smoother than
Yeah, not really concerned. I never really.
All right, we're getting to a point where it's a little smoother and a little milder.
Yeah, a little more woody than soft.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe you need to slow down a little bit, okay? You know, we haven't caught up yet.
Get with the program, son.
I know, I'm actually pretty far behind.
Hey man, your
talking way too much and not smoking enough. That's the issue.
5 o'clock, man. We're already inching
I
our
can
first
smoke a cigar, and if I'm doing something, I'll let it naturally burn. Then there's sometimes I'll do probably just like watching TV, man. It's like,
Stream it online, baby.
Sometimes I find some cigars when you brush them, and you run into problems.
It's not good anyway.
It's like I have a certain pace.
All right, cool.
Or it just burns, or it just burns too fast, and it turns.
Matt forgot the time.
He's on his way now.
I didn't know what time it was.
He's on his way now. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
What do you think of the body in terms of texture and mouthfeel?
I like it. Nice, firm, toothy.
Yep.
I can sit on my back feet happy as can be. All is good with the world.
It has changed.
You can get
Yes,
it.
yeah.
You can get it in like 60.
Definitely has good stuff. Definitely has good body though.
I'm surprised it has a tarish beginning. It's not peppery through there, so it's smooth.
Yeah, it's a little milder, but a little smoother as well.
Yeah,
I thought for sure that tar flavor would be peppery. It's not.
Yeah, it started out burning for me.
As you've gone through the cigar, it's mild. It's gotten a little more mild as you've gone down and
Yeah.
it's a cigar.
To me, it's giving it almost like a little
It's not, yeah, the wrapper isn't disintegrating in my mouth.
taste.
It was something I greatly
Subtle, like
appreciate.
peppery, good. Like
I always sit it right here and talk and smoke. And the wrapper slowly disintegrates and turns into juicy mush.
That's holding up good.
It's intake. It's
Well,
holding
it's
quite
quite
nicely.
kind of nice. It's usually,
Yeah.
sometimes.
And the ash is still holding.
Yeah, it's cut an edge, and you end up finding that little peel, having it in your son, your baby in it.
Well, yes. Yes, it does.
Holds a nice ash.
I was here the other day with Tim. I said, you know what? I've been dropping ash all day. I was like, whoop, like a son of a dog.
They're all like, anyone picking up like a lingering aftertaste? Pleasant, unpleasant?
Dry aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's actually making my saliva disappear in my mouth.
It is dry.
Like I get it with
All the time.
It's kind of that way to me. Sometimes if I smoke a mild cigar, I feel like halfway through I got cotton mouth. And
Yeah.
it's like, it kind of like drives me up the wall. That's why I don't really do.
Subtle aftertaste.
Yeah.
Dry, not a whole lot of lingering.
It's subdued.
Yeah.
It's
It
not
doesn't
as
linger.
brutal.
You said earlier that it changed from the start. Generally, when you smoke a cigar, do you appreciate change throughout? Do you want something consistent, start to finish?
I'd rather have consistency. When I even smoke infused like acid and stuff like that, so that's what I'm used to, but this is good though.
The burn on this righted itself too. Like it was starting to canoe a little bit, but
Mine's
I like the
starting to
different
feel a little
flavors
bit.
as Bill's in the cigar. In terms of consistency, I like when I get 3 different cigars from 2 different boxes, and they all have the same build and the same flavor and the same draw. That's the kind of consistency.
Right.
Not within the individual cigar, within the individual boxes.
Right.
So I know if I go and buy your cigar, it's going to be a good cigar every blinking time.
Right.
I don't have to worry about a bad draw, but I'm going to say, screw this and chuck a cigar that I just spent $10 on.
See, I don't mind the change too much if it's a subtle change as the cigar goes on. It doesn't.
Exactly.
I'm kind of okay if it's a subtle change. If a cigar halfway through starts getting real bitter or
Alright, I'll go with
too
that.
peppery, then it's like,
Well, I've never been a big fan of peppery cigars to begin with anyway.
what's this?
Never been a big fan of peppery cigars to begin with anyway.
But I find in the beginning, I'll get a peppery flavor in the beginning, but that just my taste doesn't really bother me that much, and then it levels off. Sometimes I wonder if it's just me adapting to the flavor or it actually levels itself off.
Yeah, that's why I stopped smoking the Puros de Indias, because they just had, it's just too much peppery in there. It just doesn't do it for me.
That's, just a matter of taste,
Yeah.
It is what it is.
made a war rotation.
That's-
I like that. I like nice pepper.
Dr. Peen has
Yeah.
peppery.
Peppery cigars.
I like it almost.
It's more than ash, but it's not.
It's good ash.
What do you think of the aroma? Is it something you kind of feel the urge to hold your nose, dodge the smoke, that kind of stuff?
No.
Pleasant?
very
That's got a
pleasant.
good, yeah.
My wife wouldn't like it, but I think it's fine.
It's not something you take a draw on and just hold back from it. You get a face fall, but it's not. It's good.
It's a little sour.
It's not like the kind of cigars my dad
See, I don't,
smokes. Burns the eyes, burns the nose.
I don't mind.
He smokes Tejamos.
I don't mind the smell.
5 cigars,
when I'm
5 to 10
smoking
cigars
around
a day.
my wife. Like my wife can tell
Like
certain
on the old
cigars
fashioned
she
show.
likes how they
Let's go
smell.
with coal mine
And
or
there's a
something.
certain
Please.
place. There was one place that they roll their own. It was like a score on the doors, and my wife's friend was like, I hate that smell. And it was like, it's funny because I liked the smell of that particular cigar. It had a nice flavor, it had a nice smell. Let it go. I just didn't see on my last night.
Yeah, still, it's holding a long out.
Getting a winner.
Yeah.
One on each side.
Yeah. I had a bit.
Been any flavor changes, or has it been more or less consistent?
Pretty consistent now, yeah.
Got real, smoothed
Yep.
out.
It's smoothed out to pretty much a mild cigar.
Yeah.
A medium cigar.
Medium. Yeah,
cigar.
I think
started
I'm
out-
mild to medium.
It's good, mild, medium. I mean, my taste. Anyway. My taste, I still think it's a good, solid medium cigar.
Yeah.
It did come down a bit from the original.
You want us to dive into this now?
Oh yeah,
While we're
feel free
going
to
on?
take as many notes as you want.
Okay.
And I find that cigars from different regions have different tastes. Anytime you smoke a Nicaraguan, it tastes sort of like a Nicaraguan. Doesn't mean that they all taste the same, but they all have sort of core flavor. Same with Dominican, Honduran. Just, are you finding that this has any flavor that's reminding you of any particular country of origin? You know what I mean? Does it taste like a Nicaraguan, Dominican blend of punch?
That's a good question.
Is it a Cuban name?
No, it's not Cuban.
No.
It's not Cuban, that's for sure.
I don't think it's Nicaraguan.
I think it might be.
That's what I was gonna think too.
That's the first thing that jumped.
Yeah, me too.
I don't. I'm all over the board when I smoke.
Yeah,
Me too.
same here.
That's the biggest thing.
I don't go, I smoke, God knows what.
I'll be different, I'll say Dominican.
I would have to agree with you. I don't think it's a Nicaraguan. I think it's Dominican.
I think it's Dominican. Some of you drinking water, some of you drinking bourbon. How do you think it's pairing? Especially with the bourbon. Is the bourbon overpowering it, do you think?
No, I don't think it does. I think if anything, I think that the bourbon kind of goes with it really well.
Okay.
I think the Sierra Mist. It's a little sweet.
It's a little sweet for you.
The flavor cleans out very quick. So, for me, I kind of like that. No, I'm good now. I like that. I like it because then it's like just start over again. Sometimes you get a real lingering, thick flavor. No matter what you're drinking, you still have that flavor.
If you were sitting at home, is there any particular drink you would pair with this?
I can't really do the whole drinking thing anymore.
What I drink, I would drink a bourbon or a scotch with this.
When I drank, I would pair it with a brandy. I would go with a little bit more sweeter. That's why I'm drinking soda now. But I would go for something a little bit more different. To me, this is dry.
It's dry and it's sweet to bring out the juice in your mouth.
Yeah.
What about a meal? Where would you put this? After breakfast, before lunch, after lunch, after dinner?
Between lunch and dinner.
For me, this is a later smoke. I could do this after breakfast.
See, to me, it's kind of like people go for dessert, I go for a cigar.
Well, yeah.
That's kind of where, so it's like, breakfast, because I can be anywhere from a 3 to a 5 cigar person a day. So,
Easily. That's my
it's
personal
almost
problem.
like if I have a snack, I almost sit there and go,
A cigar would go good on.
yeah, I could have a cigar.
I'm on the same planet as you.
Maybe after lunch.
Plus my wife.
Maybe after lunch,
What the hell are
like
you
a nice lunch, it should definitely be a nice cigar to have.
Before we make a mess
To
of
me, I'll put it this way, it seems like a nice enough cigar where
Very good at it. I have to break it off. I don't want to make a mess of my floor.
you'd actually be willing to sit down and not necessarily, and actually kind of enjoy it a little bit more. Maybe with some cigars that you're doing whatever around the house or whatever. Certain cigars you just go, I'm smoking and I'm doing work.
How does this compare to what you usually smoke? You know, milder? Is it kind of over the top?
It's a little bit milder than what I smoke normally.
Okay.
So I normally smoke a little bit heavier, a little more full cigars than this.
It's in my range. Like I'm a medium. I
I
enjoy medium full, but I also enjoy.
Well, there's certain fulls that you really like, and then there are others that,
This is a little mild for me.
Yeah, it's on the mild side for me. I would definitely say for me, it'd probably be either, you know, after breakfast or the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
This is definitely a breakfast cigar for me.
I agree with you. For me, like good afternoon cigar right after lunch.
I'm just curious.
Sit down on the back porch having a
I get all anxiety. I can't look at that too long.
Well, yes, the difference is I'm not home, so. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. Real life career. Never mind.
I'm not here.
Right here.
I'm not here.
I don't know whether I mentioned it, but this is not my cigar. I'm not affiliated with the company that provided them, so if there's anything negative about them that you want to say, please feel free.
Oh, believe me, we're not sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who in this group would actually the shop?
If it means anything, I think
This
anybody here is more than willing to sit there and go, you know what, this one blows.
is a piece of shit.
No,
It's not.
it's actually not that bad. One side of me says, one of those.
For me, I haven't.
For some reason, and that's more kind of a gut thinking I have.
For me,
That it
it
would
went
be
mild.
one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
I think it's one of these.
it's really smooth,
right here.
really smooth. But I still got a little bit of that salt on the tip of my tongue. Just chasing me in the back and just a tiny bit of spice.
I think it is.
Other than that, it's
The only thing that's
stayed the same.
I'm
guessing,
no
but
spice
the only thing that
whatsoever. I'm just
may
getting
not make it
a
that
mild.
is
It's not
usually
bad flavor.
usually
It's
there's
just a very mild
oil.
flavor.
Yeah, there's hardly, there's not much.
You know?
Now you get
It's
down.
definitely
But
drawing
it's
me
very
in.
similar to me. I would compare, especially the cat is very
Right.
be like.
Is there anything about it you're not thrilled about?
No, it's a good cigar. I
You
would
know,
definitely buy it.
I think it comes down, we'll put it this way, I think it comes down to what the price would fall under. You know what I mean? If you said suddenly, oh yeah, this is a $12 cigar, is anybody here going to go, okay, I'll spend $12? It's almost like the price actually falls into what you think as far as a cigar.
There's nothing overly unique about it that would
Yeah,
make
so
it
it's like,
Well, at this point, what do you think a good value for this cigar is, or a good price point?
$7.
I think
$6 to $7.
$6 is definitely,
I am.
8 would be on the high
I'm
end.
at my end, but definitely $6, $7 cigar. I would definitely buy the cigar.
Yeah.
It's a good cigar.
if you put it at 12 or 10, it might be one of those, it's a nice cigar, but there are a lot of other cigars I'd be willing to spend.
I'd rather
Right
yeah,
now,
she Ashton then.
You know, it opens the door for other brands to come in that I'd rather try.
right now for me, it's coming down to what's the last third that you like. Because right now it's a little too mild for me. And unless the last third picks up, I put down the cigar.
This is right about what I smoke.
Yeah.
Medium, right in there.
And what do you like to spend on average, or what do you think your average price point is for your everyday cigar?
Oh, everyday cigar?
Well, not necessarily every day, but something you pick up most frequently.
See,
$8 to $12, depends.
see me and every day where I'm smoking a lot, he has a threshold. I'll do those. They're like the every day. If I come in, I guess we're talking $6.50, $7.50. I'm gonna go for a cigar. I'm kind of like I can't really see myself too often spending like $12 for a cigar, unless it's like I know that's going to be a good cigar.
If I like that cigar, I'll buy it. I mean, and that goes for if it's a $4 or $5 cigar. I mean, I don't have a real price range. You know, if I
I enjoy the cigar, whether it's $4 or $12.
Well, I'm saying that kind of you walk in.
I would say, yeah, I would say that typically the quality of cigar that I normally smoke is 8 or better. It's 8 or better.
I mean, my two favorite cigars right now are one by Pueblo, Nicaragua, the Antonio Double Fuerte. It's a nice, heavy, dark cigar, and the My Father Bijous. And those range from 7 and change to 11 and change.
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy the Grand Habanos that he has here, or which is a heavy, you know, the 60 gauge full cigar, or the Christophs, and they're a little bit higher end. I like a good heavy cigar. I mean, a good long smoke.
Or the decade Emperors. Those are my other favorites.
Yeah, that's what.
Those are nice heavy cigar as well. And those are about $12 each. So, I'm not afraid to spend money on a cigar, but I have to enjoy it. I have to really want it. And
Is that what you'll smoke every day though? If you're, you know what I mean?
will I smoke those every day? Oh, you betcha if I can.
Well,
Yeah? Heck yeah.
normally I'll buy some lower end cigars, some long Churchill style, and I'll whack them in half because I only have so much time to work. I like to spend around $5 if I can on them, you know?
Well, sometimes
That's my pack of cigarettes.
It's
you
just
know? I'm only doing one of them, you know? I brush my teeth before I
sometimes I'm looking at
like I'm smoking in the boys' room.
I'm smoking
It's a white
$12.
All right.
A lot. So now it's like we're $420. You know what I mean?
I have a sit down at Tim's place price range. I have a ride on the tractor price range. I have a driving in the car price range. You know?
Yeah.
It's driving in the car because I commute a lot. It's my $8 to $12 cigar. Sit in Tim's is an $8 to $12
Because
cigar.
you don't have
On my tractor, I may grab like CI has the Legends. You know, I'll go for a Perdomo Legend or a Dr. Pete Legend because it's less expensive, but it has
But
at
it's
least
got a good
at least the
flavor.
roll and the consistency of one of those. Or I'll smoke a second. I'll smoke a Perdomo second or something.
Well, what makes a $10 cigar worth $10 to you?
For me, consistency.
Yeah.
With the smoke throughout, you know. I know what I'm smoking. I know that when I come in here and I start thinking about the cigar I want to smoke in Tim's, whether it's a Decade or it's a 601 or it's a My Father, I know what I'm going to get for $12, $10 or $12, $8 to $12.
Now, when you're thinking about that taste you had last week, it's still the same taste.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It may change within the cigar, but it's the exact same one I had last week.
Yeah, you're gonna, you know,
And I'm gonna enjoy it.
It's nice, and it's all those factors. It tastes consistent for what it does.
Consistent burn,
It's
consistent
cut,
draw,
you know.
everything.
Sometimes you cut a cigar and you see these stems that are going all the way through. They pull out, and it's from start to finish.
I mean, I was at a cigar tasting once for Rocky Patel, and they had these new light cigars that they gave away free, 5 of them. I smoked one, I started smoking, I said, you know what? There is nothing good about your new cigar. Please, either take them back from me or I'm throwing them away. and those are $10 cigars.
Is there a homeless guy out front?
Yeah, I'll give them away to anybody. I mean, there's certain cigars
Is
like
that the one that CI bought up all the stock and trying to get rid of them for like
Yeah, those are crap.
$35 or
Yeah.
$20? Yeah.
They just shit on a shingle. There's no way around it.
You know, I'm noticing as I get closer towards the bottom end of the cigar, it's getting a lot softer.
Yeah.
And the draw is getting a little bit more, through the end, it's getting a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, you're working a little bit more. Mine's starting to tail, and it's not the same kind of pull as it did before.
I spend 10 or 12 bucks on a cigar, I don't want it to be like my golf game all over the board.
Exactly. You want the same thing every
You know what,
time. You don't want to
actually,
screw around.
I should write that down. That's actually perfect.
You wonder why you get a drive and you remember why you're smoking it. Why you're still playing.
It's getting harder to draw as you get further ahead. Staying together pretty good though, yeah. Kind of fall apart.
And mine burned very well, didn't track.
So what do you think is acceptable in a $5 cigar that's not a $10 cigar?
I'll deal with the uneven burn.
Yeah.
You know, the $5 cigar where I keep up with it. You know, I'll deal with some inconsistency in the roll, but I don't know. Like I said, if it's a $5 cigar and it's good, if it's not, I won't even spend $5 on it.
Yeah.
So they have to have it has to still be a good cigar.
The flavor has to still be consistent and good,
Yeah.
regardless of whether it's a $5 or $50.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't, for a cheaper cigar, I'm kind of like, I still want a cigar. My thing is, if you're rolling them and they're so incredibly inconsistent, it becomes unacceptable. I've smoked a lot of cheaper cigars, shopped around, and you know what? I almost walk away from them. Why do you even have this cigar on the market? Even if I'm going to spend $5 for it, I still expect not to be losing my mind fighting with the cigar, even at $5.
Tunneling is unacceptable.
Tunneling's unacceptable. A bad draw is unacceptable.
Like
If I'm sitting here hyperventilating trying to smoke your $5 cigar,
Media Noche cigar.
What?
Have you had the Media Noche? Which one is that? The Maduro. Tim has it. What are they, Tim? What's that one? Media Noche. I'll think in a second. But it's got such a hard. You got to run something through it to get some air into it.
You're gonna haul and shove it up through it.
Monte Cristo.
See, I have a punch, but I find you just get that tunnel burns in the middle. It's, you know, when you want to increase the draw, sometimes I get cigars that are like, I don't know what they did, how they made it so freaking tight, that your jaw hurts halfway through the cigar. I just can't. And then you try to smoke one later on and put a poker in, and it almost like destroys the cigar. And some cigars can't handle a draw poker, they just explode.
So it's been about 40 minutes now. What do you think so far? Is it, you know, as far as the burn rate, is it, you know, on par what you would expect?
Burn is good.
Fast.
Burn is straight as an arrow.
Yeah, burn is just fine. The taste is still a little too mild for me. I still have a little hope for the end, but I'm getting concerned.
Picking up a little bit of pepperness towards the end for me on the bridge. It's still.
It doesn't, to me, it doesn't really necessarily have that standout flavor to it.
No.
But I'm like a Maduro or a Suro, so there's like certain flavor I really like from the cigar.
If I don't start catching hints of something different in this cigar, I wouldn't smoke another one. It's still dry on my tongue. It still tastes natural. It's natural in my mouth.
Okay. What do you think of the body? Has it changed at all? It's still about medium for everyone?
Yeah.
Definitely medium. I've never had a cigar as smooth from my nose as this. I'll agree with that. Very, very smooth.
How frequently do you do that?
Every cigar, I do that. Not every puff. I will blow out probably 2/3. The last third of the smoke I'll take to my nose because you get a different flavor taste back in my mouth. I do it more often than I probably should.
I still think it's more of a opportunity to go mild cigar for me. Not a medium.
I still say medium, you know. I don't necessarily, because for me, if I got cotton mouth, I'm in towards the mild. This is like, it almost, to me it tastes like a solid medium, not a medium to full.
Me, it's more medium to mild, because I need a little bit of that cotton.
Right.
Well, what would you consider top tier full? I mean, what is the fullest cigar on the market? Just so we get an idea where this falls.
Camacho, Triple Maduro.
Yeah. I think the Man of War renovation for me is nice full body. 601.
What was that new one?
Decade.
Remember you had me smoke the last one that you had, was that 1912 or well, so it's coming out.
Christoph Granite, that Granite Habano that he's got.
Remember, you told me to try it.
Oily, but he has a cell.
What's
Definitely more.
a thinner gauge?
That he's got. Definitely more.
Yeah, that's. I like a heavy cigar. I like it nice.
That's definitely a heavy.
Yeah,
Definitely a
because
full cigar.
that was actually a nice cigar.
Yeah, we're still trying to make that.
That was I don't know what the price range was. That was a nice cigar.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of like there are certain cigars that are, you know,
I'm trying to
sometimes I
decide if
don't
I
look
buy
at
the cigar.
high
Leaning
end, what
towards
is a
that.
high
Yeah, I
end,
don't
I
think
look
I'll-
at what is it
Yeah.
gonna smoke.
It's not very
Sometimes you get a
complex.
good
No,
smoke.
it's-
No, it's still expensive. It's at me.
It's simple and it's honest. It's just not doing it for
It
me.
isn't about the whole.
To me, it really hasn't changed from beginning to end.
No, it changed a little bit at the beginning.
Good
First half inch,
that every
inch and then smoke.
And then it hasn't changed since.
Same kind of
All the way to
cigar.
here, it's been the same.
Yeah.
I like it. I smoke mediums and so far it's been
Yeah.
real nice. I don't have a trash mouth taste from it, you know, but it's not, you know what I mean? You have a cigar and you get that taste in your mouth, you're like, oh, what was I smoking?
I'm finding I'm really itching to go to my lighter though. Really starting to feel. And it's, can you help me?
Hold on, clear a couch, lay him down.
Can you help me? I have this overwhelming urge
Go
to
for
work
it.
it.
How long have you had these feelings about your cigars?
God, right, you're not. When it comes down to it, I start to be a loony. Don't matter. I'm in the car and I find myself rolling up the windows going,
Did your
Try to
mother
get-
breastfeed you? Let's go back to the beginning.
The end is starting to disintegrate a little bit. It's getting a little
Yeah.
chewy.
it's a good cigar.
As it's getting shorter, are you gonna find it's getting overly hot?
Yeah, definitely get hot at the end.
I didn't catch that yet.
I'm not even close to there yet. I can taste some seltzer in the back now that I'm getting down. It's a little twin.
Definitely hot at the end.
Well, that's before the ash hits your fingers.
What I gotta say, what you need right now is a match you can smoke it hobo style. I hope just to get that last little bit.
Freaking steamboat over there.
I'm at about a little bit further. I'm about where I would normally not give up and start another one, and I'm not feeling that heat on it at all. So
No, it's not, to me, if I can hold it close to the ash and it's not burning my finger, it's still got hope.
How far down do you usually smoke? You know, to the band, you pop the band off, you stick a match in the end of it?
about the thickness of my fat fingers.
I stop relighting it when I feel the flame burning my nose. That's when I know it's time to stop relighting.
It all depends. If it's like the last cigar I got, and it's like,
Yeah.
I want to go to bed, but you know, I'm gonna milk this bad boy as much as I could. You know what I mean?
Well, for that I got a little
3/4 of an inch.
meerschaum thing I could shove the cigar in and smoke it just a little bit further.
I just ordered some of them mouthpieces that
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I ordered them. I'll let you know how they are when you come in. The problem was the ring on it, it came with 3 sets of adapters to go in the mouthpiece. And it was, I don't know, there were ranges 40 to 45, 45 to 47, and 47 and up. And I'm a 50 to 60 ring
Yeah,
smoker.
I like a big, fat-
I'm curious to see if it'll take it.
To me, a 3-hour cigar, when they say a nice thick ring gauge, and they say it's a 3-hour cigar, to me it's a hour and 45, maybe a 2. I end up working with a cigar. You seem to work a cigar pretty well. We know you do. You hit like 3 draws in a row and it just sucks it down.
That I do.
Because that's how I remembered you when you came in. I'm like, I know him from somewhere. And then I'm sitting there thinking about it, going, man, when he hits him hard.
I inhale cigars.
Yeah. How you...
No, I mean, no, I don't do that.
I've tried that, and
As I say,
eventually that whole feeling of the chest collapsing,
Yeah.
has a tendency to have you
Yeah,
shy off.
as I say, if you want black lung, you go into the coal mine and get a deal feng shui versus inhaling these things. I know cigarette smokers who inhale these things, and I'm like, how the hell do you do that? That will kill you.
Well, cigarettes, I smoked cigarettes for years. you're not getting half of the draw you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Figure cigarettes, reality is you're smoking paper, some tobacco, chemicals. If I look at it this way, I'm smoking a cigar. If I run into problems down the road, I don't know what else to do because I smoke something as natural as possible.
What do you think the cigar's best qualities are?
Burn, nice burn.
Nice
The
burn.
roll.
If you're into a medium cigar, it's a medium to mild cigar. It's a very nice, even smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with it for what it is.
The burn, the draw on it's been good all the way
Yeah.
through.
Smells good.
Not overly complicated.
It's got great construction.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
The veins have
solidly
no
made.
But it's just not a complicated construction.
Yeah.
What do you think of the complexity? Does it have complex flavors? Is it kind of straightforward?
Straightforward.
Straightforward.
Cigar.
The ash flavor has disappeared, which makes me very happy. As far as ash.
I wish I
But it was very, very
scissors with me, so I
consistent.
could get a little
And there
more.
was no, there was no, oh wow, what was that?
Yes.
Wow. There was no,
That ebb and
didn't
flow.
change, yeah.
It's to me consistent burn, consistent flavor, but it doesn't necessarily have a real standout flavor to it. You know what I mean? It's not like wow. It's not like I'm gonna walk away really remembering and looking for. You know what I mean? It's almost, it falls into the category of what I'm doing that day for smoking this particular cigar.
Yeah. That would be too much of a damn shame to waste.
What do you think the worst quality of the cigar was?
Flat sun.
The lack of complexity, I agree.
Yeah, there's nothing special to it.
What do you think of the value? Do you still see it as a $7, $8 average?
$6.
Yeah.
5 to 6.
Actually, yeah, $6 to me is a good range.
Is this something you can see yourself picking up often at $6?
No, because if I can go in there, I can get a Casa Magna that I might go to. I might go to a Chubby before. There's enough cigars in there that it could lose. It could lose based on better options for the money.
Yeah, better price points with a much nicer range of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'd pick up this cigar again.
I can see myself maybe smoking it again, but we're not talking going to a cigar shop going, you know what,
That's the
I
one I
want
want.
this one. No, it's not gonna, it's gonna be one of those, well,
If
we
I'm
don't
on
have
the
this, it might be that third or fourth choice because they didn't have the ones I was thinking of before.
If I need something where I'm mowing the lawn, then I might pick up this. But if I'm looking for a relaxing time with good people to smoke a good cigar, I don't know if I would pick this one. Actually, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't.
Who would you recommend this to? New smokers, someone that's been smoking for years?
New smoker. New smoker, definitely.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of tough. Yeah, I've come across people where I've offered cigars and they're like, oh my God, it's way too strong.
Right.
It's kind of,
It's all a subjective thing.
To me, a first smoke for somebody who's never smoked a cigar, I would recommend more of a mild than I would
Five
everything
Vegas
else.
or something like that, yeah.
I would
Because
say somebody moving up from a mild to a medium cigar, I would suggest something like this.
It's a good transition for that.
The transition to a medium cigar, the mild cigars, I've been smoking these, they're just not getting anything out of it. I want to try something more in the mediums.
Yeah.
Something a little bit stronger than what they've been doing, I would say something like this.
If you like a dry cigar with a little bitter aftertaste, flavor.
Yeah.
So how would you describe this, to this person that you're handing it to? Medium body,
I'd say,
dry,
yeah, medium body, nice cigar, consistent.
Good roll.
Yep, good roll, good
Good-
even
good
burn, good
construction.
draw. I mean, nothing special, but nothing negative.
It's a nice cigar that'll take you up to the next level of
Yeah.
cigar.
It's a good,
Entry
depending on
level
the price, a good
Just
entry.
one step past entry level.
Well, we'll put it this way, good entry level for a medium cigar.
Yes.
Or mild to medium, depending
Yeah.
on preference. It's a good entry to kind of go, because there's no real flavors that kind of stand out on it. So it's almost like it gives you the opportunity going, okay, I like a medium, now let me search and see what other ones are out there that have different flavors that I like.
You would definitely not enjoy that cigar. I can tell by the look in your face how much you have not smoked it.
It's,
Efficiency with it.
Yeah.
there's like no flavors. For me, there's no flavors.
Yeah.
I don't want my cigar, changing flavors throughout, but I like a little more complexity. I'm picking up some different, even different parts of my tongue, the retrohale, and I got that same little bit of salt at the beginning, and just a touch, tiny touch of pepper at the end, but I mean, it's not wild. There's too many out there, even at $5 to $6, that pack some good flavor.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
I would definitely.
You're still willing to spend the $50, maybe $1.25 more for a better one.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it seems like the best description is like a good entry medium cigar for somebody who wants to move up a flavor level or a strength level. Other than that, I could look away from it. You know what I mean? Unless there's no other options, then at least I can go at it because it seems fairly consistent just from how many cigars are lit right now.
Now, if this were $5 to $6, what do you think is a better buy?
Probably not.
Casa Magna.
Yeah,
Casa Magna.
Casa Magna, I would go with the Chubby.
At what point do you tell us what it is?
A couple more minutes.
It's
Watch.
killing me.
Watch, it'll turn out to be like, this is actually a $10 cigar. Oh, that's a shame. We're bumping. I think it's gonna fall under a $6 category.
It is what
Or,
it is.
put it this way, I would spend, I wouldn't spend anymore.
Tell me it's a 10, I gotta check my stock portfolio to make sure I'm not buying into it.
Yeah, it's definitely sell and get out.
Yeah.
They're going the wrong direction.
Do you tell us what the price range is on this cigar?
Or in time.
Without telling us, don't tell us what it is.
No,
I'm getting
we're
short
gonna
on time
have
on the tape, so I can do that.
we're just gonna have to be
Anyone
patient
have any
here.
guesses?
I thought the roll was like an Oliva V, but the complexity isn't there for an Oliva V double Toro.
I tell you what I think.
What was that?
Oliva V.
Oliva.
Anyone different? You think it's anything else? It is. It's an Oliva Serie B.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a double robusto.
Double Robusto.
See, I'm not a big Oliva fan at all.
Neither am I.
Well, when I look at them, I don't necessarily think of it as
It was.
the standout brand. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really smoke them that often. And when I look at them, I kind of glance and I look away and I look at other makers.
The Series V is my favorite cigar. And, but I typically smoke, what's the roll called? Yeah, typically smoke that roll. And that's probably why it's more complex for me when I smoke that, because of the roll itself. It makes it a little bit more complex.
Also, one thing, it's better than I expected for an Oliva.
Yeah,
Put it
and
this
that's the
way,
thing, I've been consistent, I should say consistent, disappointed in their cigars.
If you look at it that way, it's a well-constructed cigar.
It's better than what I expected.
Top of the door, I even it there.
So,
We're in agreement over that. It's better than what we expected from an Oliva. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It's good for an Oliva.
yeah, it's a to me, it's well-constructed.
Yeah,
It's a
that's a big
nice,
one today?
well-constructed, clean cigar.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why I really enjoyed their cigars, is because how well they are rolled. And I always get a good burn off of them.
You see, I've had issues with burns on them.
Really?
And where the last couple that I bought at a couple of places where, they've had, where they've had
Oh, yeah.
their deodorant there.
It's there.
I bought a couple and,
I think it's a nice,
I've had
clean
just
cigar.
issues.
It rolls nice, it's a nice cut.
I usually either smoke the double Toro,
But I also
6x6, it's a big sucker, or the Bella Cone.
Price range too. Oh, it is actually around 6 hours.
60s and change.
Yeah.
Well, they're on sale right now.
Yeah, 549.
Really?
There's nothing to it.
I like the Vino Lancero.
Yeah.
I was surprised when it told us to be
$4.95, I think.
Well,
Which feed do you like?
Lancero.
Yeah.
I like the Vino Lancero. I was surprised when you said
like
it's
Funny how the roll and the size of the cigar makes a
Yeah.
difference.
$4.69.
you figure it this way, you might not put it on special next time. You got
For $4.69,
469 now.
I'm buying them
Yes.
for my tractor.
It's not bad, but it's that you're using it for a certain smoke.
Yeah.
Like you're like I am, where there are certain smokes, like I have, with driving, if I'm driving, and nowadays I'm driving a lot, yeah, I need a 60 gauge, I need something, because, I'll tell you something, I've driven to Philly and you've traveled all over the place. You know what? You got a cigar, I don't care how tired you are, I don't care if you're in a traffic jam, if you're just doing this,
Sometimes I hope for them on the way out.
taking another drag, you look forward to it. Because you know what? You might have been sitting in traffic for 25 minutes, you don't realize, because you're into your cigar.
Your mindset is the cigar, not the traffic.
If I put the cigar down, or I don't have the cigar with me, I'm cursing every person in front of me, everybody who passed me, everybody who's driving slow. If I have a cigar, it's like, don't worry about it, you're okay. As it goes down, you know, no matter what. It's good. We think that's pretty good.
You said that half an hour ago.
Huh?
You said that half an hour ago.
It just
As soon as I looked at it,
we all.
he said it. I'm surprised though, I'm surprised with how mild medium.
Like I'm starting to lean towards what Dave was saying about it could get going into mild to medium. Yeah. So as I go along with it, because I've also, it's kind of like one of the first cigars I had one hours ago. So it's kind of like sometimes you get that if you haven't had a cigar for a while. Sometimes
The flavor is good.
you're leaning towards heavier than what it is. But I respect the working out of that cigar. If it's gonna burn that clean, then you take it as far as you can.
A new cigar, I mean,
Exactly. I don't feel the urge to put it down, but I don't think I do that either.
I commend their rollers, I
Yeah.
commend the construction of it.
Yeah, it was made well.
Yeah, made very well. It's a good cigar for what it is. It's just not so the kind of cigar I'm into.
Yeah, a lot, you figure it this way, we've all had so many different preferences, but there's also some consistency in what everybody's been saying.
So what did you think of the Oliva Serie before you smoked it without a band? Anyone have any past experience with it? Like it?
It's probably been the same as, I said here. It's
The
not like,
that I've had before, I just haven't been overly impressed with. To the point of, if I walk in there, I walk right by them every time and look for something else.
yeah, I do. I kind of look at
Especially
it
at that
as,
same price range, I want to look at something else, like I said.
I look at it as an average.
It's an average cigar.
Yeah, it's, you know, so when I'm shopping for a particular cigar, yeah, it falls under the average. I'm looking for something else instead. If the option isn't there, then that's the next progression down.
Yeah, Kim has them on sale and I still would go, okay, what else is there?
Yeah.
Like if I was here this week, yeah, I might have tried one if I was here this week.
There's no intention.
The Bellicoso and the Double Toro are two of my favorite cigars in that series. But I was actually telling one of the kids earlier about it, how when I guess it was 08, they scored a really high score, 93 or 94 on the Torpedo one, and then they got really consistent for 6 months, and then it took probably till the mid 09 for them to come back out with a batch that it felt similar to the original. But I've always enjoyed their roll and tightness and that.